Well, hey everybody, it's your old friend Oxo coming back to you again doing another RWBY reaction. So today we are on Volume 5, Chapter 7, Rest and Resolution. So this one seems like from the title alone, just seems like hopefully a low-key episode. I'm hopeful for a low-key episode. But I am looking forward to what we got. Before we get going, I want to give some love to all my new subscribers. Thank you so much for joining me. You are an absolute amazing individual. And to everyone that sticks with me every single day that watches all my videos, thank you so much for joining me every single day. You are an amazing individual. Thanks. Alright, well, let's go ahead and get to it. Boom. Wow.
How do you lose your map at a time like that?
Believe me, I've asked myself the same thing ever since.
They're reminiscing.
Hey, but you made up for it, Mr. Muscles. You should have seen this guy take a giant Grim head on.
I couldn't have done it without Ruby wearing it down.
Me? Did you see Ren during that fight? He was out of control.
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry. I may have lost my temper momentarily.
No, and out of control isn't awesome.
Oh.
Thank you.
You did not.
Yeah, right in the middle of the party. Please tell me you let that lady have it.
Of course not. Even if I did really want to.
No way. I don't believe it.
Boom! Nice. Aw, poor Nora.
It's no replacement for the real thing. But I'll make sure to make good use of it.
That's amazing.
Incredible.
And it's just as strong?
Sure is.
Uh-oh.
Wanna bet?
Nora, please, now's not the time.
Now is the time. Yes.
Come on, you can do this.
Can do it.
Show them what Team Juniper's made of.
Come on, sis! Oh, you can't lose to a girl in a skirt!
You got this, Nora.
You wear a skirt, Ruby.
Why is you not cheering loud enough?
Come on, Nora.
It definitely feels like the original. I'll give you that.
Yep. But it does have some new features.
Really?
Oh, yeah?
Other than the gun.
Uh,
Oh! That's pretty handy.
Did she win?
huh?
Yeah, we ate it all. Oh, I think I'm gonna be sick.
Easy there, Vomit Boy. I believe in you.
Vomit boy.
Oh, we're doing nickname throwbacks now. Wonderful.
I mean, the Ice Queen seems to like it.
Aw.
I so did not miss you people.
Oh my gosh, she really does like it. What went and warmed your heart while you were gone?
Hey, you make it sound like I used to be terrible.
Nah, just a lot to deal with at once.
Oh.
It's been a long time. We've all grown in our own ways.
You really think so?
Well, think back to when we were all at Beacon. Would you say you ever did anything foolish or embarrassing? Or do you think you were perfect?
Oh, gosh.
I may have been a little too gung-ho from time to time.
Just a little.
You?
Just a
I
little.
tried to 1v1 and Nevermore on the second day of school.
Yeah, well, don't even get me started.
Oh,
Well,
John.
that embarrassment, that desire to go back and tell yourself not to be so stupid, that just proves you're not the same person you used to be. You're smarter, or kinder, or stronger, and you're not done growing yet. None of us are.
Nice.
Yeah, it turns out Ren gets real deep when he feels like talking.
Hold on 1 second. It's just, that's kind of how I feel. That is exactly how no, I would say exactly, because he's right. kind of going and reflecting back on previous episodes and previous seasons. You know, they were young. They're not much older as far as what I understand. I think it's like only like 13, 14 month jump between the episode 3 and then episode 4, and then only a few more months have passed, so it's been probably about 15 months total, I would say. I'm just spitballing, so I could be a little bit off on that. But yeah, that much time, I mean, that's almost a year and a half worth of time before they really are where they are. And to see why, now her words speak actions, kind of what we were talking about before with Wise. Yang's a little bit trying to be a little bit more level-headed. Ruby's kind of still Ruby. She really hasn't. She's grown obviously, but she's kind of remained that spark, as Osmond said. And Nora's kind of stayed the same. Nora's Nora. I mean, she kind of had a little bit of a, she had to kind of snap Ren out of his, rage state. But yeah, Nora's kind of stayed Nora. But John he's reflecting a lot. He's really doing a lot of reflecting. And I think it's kind of eating at him a little bit with the whole, whatever, with all the things that happen. Well, sorry about all that, but let's continue.
Well, hold on. I thought I was pretty great in school.
Yep.
Even at the dance, when you spilled punch all over yourself in front of...
Yes, especially the dance. Thank you, Yang.
How can 6 kids possibly make so much noise eating dinner?
Okay. So we're having that conversation.
So, the maidens, magic, Salem, it's all true?
Miss Zhao Long, is this more or less what your mother told you?
For the most part.
You forgot something. You forgot to tell everyone what you did to Crow and my mother.
Oh.
What is she talking about? Oh, great.
That's not a secret I thought she would give up so easily. Your mother must trust you a great deal. My ability to reincarnate, though a curse, isn't without a few key benefits. Much like the maidens, I too possess a certain magical power. Using this power, I was able to gift the Bronwyn twins the ability to see more, to move freely and be unburdened by their natural bodies. Well, gave them the ability to turn into birds.
Wow.
Rather ridiculous sounding out loud, isn't it?
Wait, what? Uncle?
You turn them into birds.
All right, now you're just messing with us.
What else is new?
He's telling the truth. We saw it. Yang's mom changed right in front of us.
Why would you do something like that? I mean, what is wrong with you?
Yang, that's enough. We made a choice. We wanted this.
May I? Granting this power to them was no trivial task, and I can assure you it was not done frivolously. I required assistance in gathering information on Salem's plans, as well as searching for maidens when their hosts became unclear.
Okay, so have you done this with others? Like General Ironwood or Professor Goodwitch?
As helpful as that might be, unfortunately it is not that simple. My power is finite, and if I'm being honest, dwindling. The amount that I gifted to Crow and Raven was, all things considered, rather minuscule. You see, centuries ago, I sacrificed a great deal of magic to 4 young women, who who I hoped would use my gift for good.
That's what I... Okay.
They...
Hold on. They were the first four maids. The first four maids. That makes sense.
They were the first maidens.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I figured he was just going to say. When I heard him say they, I was like, yeah, they were the first four maidens that we were talking about in the world of Remnant. Okay, that's what I assumed that it was going to say. It's like, gotta hear where it's gotta going. So, okay, so that makes sense. So he was the wizard, and I didn't see a cane in that particular world of Remnant, but maybe it was just overlooked. I didn't catch that. I mean, I kind of thought maybe possibility it could be the wizard, but I wasn't 100% sure. And I guess this just gives us this confirmation. So awesome.
Miss Zhao Long, it was never my intention to lie to you. To any of you. There are just some matters that I prefer to play close to the chest. I believe that's how you phrased it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone has a choice. The Bronwyns chose to accept their powers and the responsibilities that came with them. And later, one of them chose to abandon her duties in favor of her own self-interest. Now, all of you have a choice. If anyone wishes to leave, now is the time. There is no shame or disgrace in abstaining. Only in retreat. Very well, then.
You're not leaving, are you, Yang?
If Ruby sticks around, then I will too. If there's one thing I know about her, it's that she somehow always knows the right thing to do.
Aww.
But if we're going to help, if we're going to keep risking our lives, no more lies. No more half-truths.
Understood.
So, what now? I mean, what can we do?
That is a difficult question. One that I believe is best answered tomorrow.
What do you mean?
The road ahead is undoubtedly filled with hardships and peril. However, it has been far too long since you have all been together. Please, take tonight. Enjoy this moment.
Aww.
Oh! Raven? Crow? They're birds! Cracked it.
Nice. Good job, Nora. Good job.
Hey, Ugly.
Is Raven Bronwyn home?
You know, I've had a real bad week. So I think I'm gonna take it out on you.
Oh.
Huh. Doesn't look like he wants to cooperate, boss.
Then make him.
I was hoping you'd say that.
Wow. Okay. Interesting. So there's Watts, Cinder, Emerald, and Mercury. Ah, interesting. Okay, so there's just so much. I kind of understand. I'm a little curious. Maybe you guys and gals getting this. I kind of understand the reservations with Yang, but John here lately, within the last, since he found out about the maidens in episode 4, after the talk with Crow, and now he seems a little more I want to say jaded, I'm not sure if that's the appropriate word. Correct me if you have another word that might be more appropriate. I understand. I mean, I do. He's been through a lot. He lost someone they really cared about, and but it seems like to me that Jean seems a little bit more, I'm just dealing with this. I don't like it, but I'm dealing with it in the best manner that I can. Because his comments kind of reflect not, I mean, to me, they just don't feel like John. I kind of feel a little bit off. If you agree with me, let me know. If you don't, kind of give me what you think. I just feel like there's something more with going on with Jean at that point. Something's eating at him. And I can understand what it might be with, whole drama with Pyrrha passing and getting killed and stuff like that, and then being told all these, not really lies, being told all this information. But at the end of the day, I think he should realize, and I know this is anime, but in my mind, if I was in that position, yes, I lost someone close to me, but I would understand that there are some things you just cannot tell everybody. It doesn't make sense to tell everybody about these things. If you do, that just causes a lot of stress, a lot of, it brings a grim, especially in this world when grim are so prevalent. When you tell them this kind of stories and stuff like that, and then it starts to become, people start to get afraid, that draws the grim to them. So Osmond's theory of, hey, I want to keep people calm, not escalate this and tell them the whole, every bit of truth that's out there. So it's just definitely interesting to see him kind of a little bit broody. And I mean, again, when I say these words and say these comments, these are not to be reflected as I don't like the episode. I don't like I don't like what's going on with Sean. I do. I understand what's happening. It's just, my mind kind of trying to rationalize, trying to think through what I would do in that situation. I mean, I can't honestly say that I would feel a little bit kind of, and I get where John comes from. I just don't know. It just feels a little off for John to be that way in that moment. It just feels a little off. That just to me. And I apologize if I'm using the wrong words. If there's something you see, let me know in the comments. Well, I love all your comments. I love kind of the ideas, that the thought process of what you're thinking when you saw this video, because you've seen this already. I'm just now getting to it, so I'm kind of wanting your guys' thoughts and process of what you thought was going on with that. Or maybe I'm thinking too much into it. I might be. It just might be. Well, anyway, folks, I'm rambling. I'm sorry about that. I tend to do that when I'm trying to think of, because I love these characters. And these characters mean a lot to me as, individual, because they help me. They show the different aspects of humanity, I think, in a good way. Blake's explanation of different words was beautiful. This person personifies this. This person personifies this. So I love that. Blake is such a Blake's comments on that particular episode was beautiful. So I like that idea on each, and I think of that way. And I just hate to see John in the kind of the point there he is. I hope that he pulls out of this kind of where he's. I see him kind of going like this, and I hope that he's not, because he can easily get pulled in. Especially with everything that's happened, I don't want to see him get pulled into the dark side, as it were. I don't think that will happen, but you always hear about good people that have had a lot of bad happen to them turn to the dark side of things, and because they think it's better, because they're upfront about it. They're upfront about everything. You know what they're about. So. Some of them. Anyways, I'm going to stop ranting. You beautiful people have a wonderful afternoon. Thank you so much for joining me again. Peace out. Bye.